Good morning, everyone. This is Dan with Senior E-Bike and Adventures. Hey, we're going to ride downtown today to the Celtic Festival, and today we're taking our Mooncool TK1. Got my license plates for it. Got my backpack in the back, so I don't have to put it on my back. And yeah, she's a beauty. But this is what we're going to ride today, so I will see you on the trail. Good afternoon, everyone. This is Dan again with Senior E-Bike and Adventures. Welcome back to our last segment of the ride. Again, we rode downtown to the Celtic Festival. I'm riding on my Mooncool TK1 folding bike, make out of Trike. And it performed extremely well, no issues whatsoever. And if you guys are looking for a e-bike or e-trike right now, this may be the time you want to do it, because August 9th, Mooncool is raising all their prices. So hop on my channel. Down in the description box, I'll put a link for Mooncool. You can save $200 right now on this trike. Come August 9th, you're going to pay $200 more. So I highly recommend, if you have been kicking your wheels around and deciding you really want a bike or a trike, with these tariffs lifted, these prices are going up. Several manufacturers have already raised their prices on these trikes and bikes. But I tell you, if you're going to look at a trike, I would highly suggest that you guys look at this Mooncool TK1 folding trike. I have 3 different trikes at home that are electric. By far, this is the best one I have, most dependable. It'll do about 15.5 miles an hour on flat surface. It's got pedal assist 1 through 5. It's got a half twist throttle on the right side. It's got turn signals. It's got a 500 watt rear hub motor that's actually controls the back wheels independently on this trike. And again, it's got a 48 volt. I believe it's a 14 amp hour battery. Could be a little wrong on that one. But so far, I've only went down 1 bar and I've come 13.36 miles. Yeah, I was explaining that back motor. It actually operates those wheels because it's got a differential on the axle, which means, again, it's controlling each wheel independently. And I really like that on this trike. But I wanted to get the Mooncool TK1 out and get a review in it for Mooncool. I did not get this trike for free from Mooncool. I had to pay some on it. But I told her that I would review this thing as many times as I could for them, including their Mooncool 350, which is a little less cheaper bike, but it's still a good little trike. So I told them I would review it as much as I could, even though I paid on this one. And to be honest with you, I'm glad I did. I believe this trike right now retails for $15.99 plus tax, and if you go down to my description box, there's a coupon down there, discount code for another $200 off. So you can pick this bike up right now if you get it before August the 9th. That's when the prices are going up. And I'll have a discount also on the Mooncool 350. I think you can save $80 on that one. And I get a little commission off of that, but it also helps the channel grow when you guys order from my channel. And it also allows the company to send me more bikes and trikes to review. As I mentioned, I'm the oldest person on the planet reviewing e-bikes and e-trikes. I'm 72, and I haven't found anybody older yet that's got a YouTube channel. Not saying they're not out there, so if they are out there, let me know. I hope to start reviewing these things if I'm healthy enough all the way up into my 80s, maybe my 90s, I don't know. I've been retired for 4 years now, and this is what I do for a hobby. The YouTubing overwhelms some people. They don't want to put the effort into it. It's not so much the videoing you're doing, and the cameras aren't cheap. I mean, I bought some expensive equipment to do this channel. And I've got a drone that I use. So yeah, I do this for fun. I really do. I don't know what that guy's problem was back here. He hollered something at me. I couldn't hear him, but I'm not going to confront nobody. Even though I carry self-protection. Somebody decides to get stupid. Hope I never have to use it. But it's there for a reason. Yeah, we've got about another 5 miles to go from here. I've got some really good mirrors on this. If you guys would like to see the description on those, I can put a link down in the description box. I got my coffee cup holder, which I put on all my bikes, and my phone holder, which you can see. But if you guys really want a nice, dependable trike, this one is one you definitely got to look at. I have absolutely no tipping issues or no flexing of the frame whatsoever on this trike. It's 95% assembled when you get it. So less than a half hour, you have this thing up and going. All you really got to do is put the front wheel on, and I can't remember if I had to put the basket on the front or not. I know the back already had the basket on it. It's got, again, a 500 watt motor, 48 volt battery. It's got front suspension where you can either adjust it or lock it out. But the cargo space on this bike, or this trike, is amazing. It's got a really big front basket and a huge back basket where I actually carry my backpack in. And I still got room to put stuff in that back rack. Cargo basket, shall we say. I'm not sure if I'll ever sell this one. I like it so much that I sell them all the time. I mean, you can only keep so many bikes and trikes. So once the companies send me the bike or trike, I'll do all the reviews that I promised them on the bike and trike, and then if I don't particularly like the one or don't particularly not one of my favorites, I'll go ahead and sell it local to somebody that lives in the Dayton, Cincinnati, Columbus, Indianapolis area. If they want to drive an hour to 2 hours to pick up a really good price on a bike or trike, I'm going to be your guy. I do sell them only local. I don't ship any of these. It just costs way too much money. I sold a couple last week and still got a couple more for sale. Also, want to do a good shout out for one of my good friends up in New Hampshire, Gary, Do It Yourself and E-Bike Adventures. On your left. Wealth of knowledge, that man. You talking about repairing bikes and videos on that and great ride videos. I highly recommend you guys check out Gary up in New Hampshire. I believe again it's Gary's DIY Adventures. He's out of, I think it's around Manchester up in New Hampshire, if I remember correctly. But I text him all the time and email him, and I talk to him on the phone quite often, and we became very good friends. And I've never met him. I would love to do that someday, maybe ride with him. Yeah, I know right now he's dealing with a hernia issue, and I want you guys to put it down in the comment section if you want. I'll let him know. My prayers go out to him. Let me know what you're praying for him. It's going to be sometime in August. He's going to have surgery. I've never had a hernia. I don't know what they feel like, nor do I want one. So prayers out to Gary for that. And occasionally he gives me a shout out as well on my channel, on his channel. It's an e-bike community, folks. Once you guys get into this, especially seniors, people that are retired or coming close to retirement and have the disposable income to get one of these things, I highly recommend it. This has been a game changer for me 3 years ago. I've got bone on both of my knees. I need to have knee replacements, but since I've been riding e-bikes, I have not had an issue whatsoever. I can walk a lot farther than I used to, and I know this e-biking has done it, because you're turning your knees all the time and you're getting muscles built up around your knees. It's been a lifesaver for me as far as not having to get knee replacements. So I'm going to go long as I can. Hopefully I'll never have to have them, but you never know. Someday, when you get older, things start happening. I owned a pest control company. I was in the industry 40 years. And I finally retired in 2000 and turned the company over to my son, and my grandkids work for him. So it's been really cool to see a legacy go on to the next generation. I thoroughly loved my industry. I was doing it for 40 years and truly loved it. I had fun every day is all I can say. A lot of people would say, ooh, chasing bugs all day. That's why I'm a bug man. Retired one now. I'm hoping when I don't leave this old earth that I get up to heaven and there ain't a big old rat up there just waiting on me. Or a cockroach. We got about another 1.5 miles to go here, and we'll finish up the video, and that'll be the last segment for the day. But we've probably got 7 or 8 different video clips I can load up on the channel, and you'll have plenty of footage to watch for the next couple weeks, because I've still got 6 or 7. I got a whole week's worth of video I need to upload riding my aerial rider Kepler. So I've got to do that, and then I'm going to get my Side Rusher Ranger out. And then we're going to ride that do a bunch of videos for that for Side Rusher. But yeah, when you're riding these things, that's why I like trikes. Because instead of having to carry my backpack on my back, obviously, I can carry it in my back basket. And I don't get near as tired. And I carry everything pretty much but the kitchen sink. I carry any possible tool you may need to fix something on my bike, including flat tires, bolts that come loose. So I always come prepared. Most of the time, I didn't do it this time, but I did last time. I pulled the back cups off the rear axles and checked to make sure the bolts were still tight. They were. I was on a ride on one of my trikes. I think it was the Mooncool 350. Might have been the Veribus. I'm not sure. They're both almost identical. But I had not a flat tire, but I had a bolt come off on me about 1.5 miles from home. And I felt a wobble in the back, and I said, what's going on with that? Well, what happened, the bolt worked, or the nut, not the bolt. The nut worked loose on the bolt on the rear axle and came off, and I couldn't find it. So, fortunately, I had a rag with me, and I had some vice grips that I clamped down on the threads of the axle, and I legged it home. I couldn't ride it home, but I walked it home. So first thing I did, obviously, is went to the hardware store and bought five or six different nuts for that bike or trike. I just didn't want to have to deal with that again, and that was my own fault. As much as I do and I know about these things, I should know better to make sure I'm prepared. Now, I had the wrenches, I could have tightened it down, but I couldn't find the nut. It was gone. But those things are going to happen. So yeah, make sure you carry everything you need when you're out. And you'll learn about the battery as you're riding along, what the range you can get out of it. When they tell you you're going to get 30 to 40 miles out of a charge, cut that down about 20%, if not more. You're never going to get what the manufacturer says. There's too many conditions that prohibit that. Hills, wind, weight of the rider. All those factor in how much throttle you're using, what pedal assist you're riding in. There are so many factors that weigh into range that I always tell people, cut down about 20 or 30% of what the manufacturer says, and that's about what you can count to get out of the battery. Now, I've come down a couple bars so far, and I've already come almost 17 miles. And I got about another half a mile to go. So I probably have used about 30% of the battery so far. But the closer you go with them bars dropping, the faster they deplete. Keep that in mind when you get down to 2 or 3 bars. You better start looking to get that charge sooner than later, because once it gets down to the 30%, it's going to drop fast. I carry a voltmeter with me, a portable one, where I can check my battery occasionally. I'll pull it off and put it in the positive and the negative side and see how much actual voltage I really do have on that biker trike. This one does not show the voltage. Some of them do. And they're usually pretty accurate, so voltage is more important on these bikes and trikes than the battery bars are. But yeah, I want to thank you guys for joining me today to ride down to the Celtic Festival and grabbed a quick lunch and talked to some people, and I really enjoyed it. So yeah, if you guys want to share and like and subscribe, hit that bell notification, and let me know what you guys thought about all these segments and rides. And this will be the last one for the ride. And again, I want to thank you, and I'll see you guys on the next ride video.